How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Norbits Adventures. I'm making this video today out of the blue, as it's like 34 degrees outside. It's way too hot to do anything, so I thought I'd jump in here and show you what I've unboxed this week. Also jump on and show you my shrimp tanks, as someone's asked for me to show my shrimp tanks, so I've done that. I've got a whole bunch of videos coming up that pretty much shows you everything, so enjoy. So I just unboxed the package I got sent from Lionel again. I got 20 blue bolts and I think there's 25 of the black cherries I've got for my black rose colony. So no DOAs that I can see, but just gonna acclimate them now and see how they kick over the next few hours. So yesterday we got the black cherries. They're all into their tank now and have all obviously acclimated, and they seem to be doing good. As well as I got some blue bolts yesterday, which I didn't mention. So obviously that was yesterday. Today we've got sent, or today arrived some more packages, so I'm about to unbox all them and go through what we've got. So as you can see there, I just unboxed 3 packages. All of those are from Marty. He runs the Australian auction site for shrimp. He loves his sticky tape. AustralianShrimp.com. Sorry, AustralianShrimpTrader.com. There's always shrimp from multiple breeders on that site. So I always go through Marty to get some shrimp as well. He sent me was it 10 black King Kongs, so they're going back into my colony with my Sunkiss. Over time I've gotten about 20 from him now, so I'm just going to throw them in and see how they go. Hopefully they breed, but I think some of them are a bit young, so we'll see what happens. And obviously I always like to pick up some new food and such from him as well, so I bought some new nets. These are apparently higher range ones. They're better than the normal ones you get. The steel goes all rusty and such. So, you know, got a little hook there. Obviously the net, it's got some foam in it as well, so I think that's to hold the net out. So I got 6 of those. Obviously there's going to be one for a few of the tanks I've got, and obviously I'm going to go put one outside of the front tank for my red bolts. He also sent me some X2 shrimp food. So I've been using the black one recently, and the shrimp love it. So I'm not too sure what the difference is with the white and the black, but it'll be good to see. He's also sent me some of the G Lee stuff. So I got some wafer stuff here, which I've currently been using the black version of it. I think these are like the protein versions. And I've also got some of the gold sauce as well. So I might have to mix it together and, you know, make it lucky dip when I feed the shrimp. But he's also sent me some of the microorganism stuff from G Lee as well. I've found that this stuff is really good for keeping the babies alive. And some Vitagreens. I find this stuff is pretty much like spirulina powder. So I haven't had any issues with this stuff, but it's good for, say, again, for the kids and between wafers as well. So that's another little extra thing that I got sent. So overall, the packaging he does is awesome. He loves his sticky tape, especially his Australian shrimp sticky tape. The packaging is always well done. It's pretty much a bag sealed within bubble wrap, but they put like ice packs in there as well, so they don't get too warm. Especially with a day like today, it's like 36 degrees outside, so it can get a bit warm in Australia, as everyone would know, especially in South Australia anyway. So it's always good to have them in there. Not always necessary, but better to be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? So I forgot to mention as well is he sent me some of the microorganism stuff. So they're like those microorganism balls. He sent me obviously the instructions of how to use them as well, because they're apparently quite interesting to use. It says here, place each micro ball into a bucket for approximately 3 litres of tap water for 3 days prior to using. So obviously it takes a little while to activate these things. Be very interesting to use. So we might try that down later down the track, but there's obviously 3 in each packet, or 3 or 4 in each packet by the feels of that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes when we do use it. So that last package we just unboxed was from a guy called Will. I don't actually know how to pronounce his real name because it's interesting, and I think he just goes by the name Will, especially on Shrimp Trader anyway, he goes by Will. So he sent me another 10 blacks, which are going into my Black Rose aquarium. I think that brings it up to 4 lines now, or 4 bloodlines should I say, into that tank. So hopefully that tank will be booming with black soon, but it's always good to get a few different lines in, especially when you're sort of starting off, I find anyway, especially with new lines. And I've kind of struggled with the first line I had heaps of, and then they just kind of slowly dropped off. So introducing these new lines will hopefully expand the colony greatly, and I won't get too much of a loss when they have kids. So, but with his packaging, it's always great. Never have any issues. He does it differently to say Marty or Sophia. He does it with sort of like tissues and bubble wrap, and a lot larger sort of bubble wrap as well. But he doesn't overly deal with sticky, he just kind of does it around the top and then just puts them in there. Obviously he does the same sort of technique where he puts 2 bags and also some, I think, like bandage in the water itself, which I find a lot of people do now. I just use plants myself, and I think a few other people like Leon does as well. So really it depends on what you want to do and how you want to go about it, especially with shipping. So I know some people go away from that because they rot in the water over time, especially if you have delay with shipping as well. The rot kind of does raise the ammonia. Not all the time, but sometimes. So yeah, they're just going to go in this tank next to me, acclimate in the heat, bring it down, bring it up, and then I'll probably acclimate them in each tank and see how they go in the next few hours. So I forgot to mention one super cool thing about this tank here. There's actually, under this filter here, there's actually a riffle shrimp. We've got about 10 of them under there, but like I said, they just like hiding in the darkness and grabbing the little things that swim past, and they eat it. So don't see them very often, but they're about 6 to 8 centimeters at the moment. So they're pretty big, but they hide really well. So thanks for coming and watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage of all the shrimp that I've got in my fish room. Hopefully I'll be getting some more good footage of those coming up, especially when they start breeding. Even the tang tigers, the ones that are buried at the moment, it'll be awesome to see them as shrimplets. Hopefully I'll be getting some more footage of the guppies going forward. As you can see, I'll have posted some of the magenta again today. Hopefully they will start breeding, and I've got a few little ones hiding behind me that I haven't showed anyone yet, so hopefully they'll be breeding and I can show them, because there's some interesting colors. So once again, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to follow, so you get a notification of when the next video comes out. Cheers.